Hello, my name is Cortney Lamar Charleston, and today I will read you a poem titled "We Should Make a Documentary About Spades" by the poet Terrance Hayes. Now, this poem is one that's been special to me for a long, long time. I've been low-key obsessed with it ever since I first read it. And the reason why is because it wasn't really written to be a poem for everybody. It was written for a very specific group of folks, a very specific audience with a very clear cultural background, a background that I share and am a part of. Now, in doing so, and I think this is kind of the magic with poetry, is that by being specific, it actually transcends the group, and you can identify and recognize the beauty in it because of its dedication and its love for the people that it is speaking to. And I think, we all come from different backgrounds and different cultures, but we all have something in our culture that makes us special, that binds us together and gives us a common story and a common way of looking at the world. And I love that Hayes approached this particular topic of spades in that vein as a celebratory measure, and also tied it back to the history of the people that it's talking to, when that celebration and when that joy would have been so crucial to them surviving the unspeakable acts of violence and oppression that they were facing. And so, I can't escape that when I read this poem. It makes me feel proud. It makes me feel um, it makes me feel full, if that makes sense. And I really enjoy it, and I hope that you will enjoy it too, even if this poem is not directly speaking to you. I still hope it speaks to you in some way, because I think it's that good, and I think it will. So let's get to it, shall we? And again, the poem is titled "We Should Make a Documentary About Spades" by Terrance Hayes, and it's found in this poetry collection, How to Be Drawn. We should make a documentary about spades. And here is all we'll need: a card deck, quartets of sun people of the sort found in black college dormitories, some vintage music, indiscriminate spirits, fried chicken, some paper, a writing utensil, and a bottomless Saturday. We should explore the origins of a derogatory word like spade, as well as the word for feeling alone in polite company, and also the implications of calling someone who is not your brother or sister, brother or sister. So little is known of our past, we can imagine damn near anything. When I say maybe slaves held spades tournaments on the anti-cruise ships bound for the colonies, you say when our ancestors were cooped on those ships they were not yet slaves. Our groundbreaking film should begin with the low-lit din in the deep south and the deep-fried voice of somebody's grandmother holding smoke in her mouth as she says, "The two of diamonds trumps the two of spades in my house." And at some point, someone should tell the story where Jesus and the devil are spades partners traveling the juke joints of the 1930s. We could interview my Uncle Junior, and definitely your skinny cousin Mary, and any black man sitting at a card table wearing shades. Who do you suppose would win if Booker T and MLK were matched against Du Bois and Malcolm X in a game of spades? You say, don't talk across the table. Pay attention to the suits being played. The object of the game is to communicate invisibly with your teammate. I should concentrate. Do you suppose we are here because we are lonely in some acute diasporified way? This should be explored in our film about spades. Because it is one of the ways I am still learning what it is to be black, tonight I am ready to master spades. 4 players bid a number of books. Each team adds the bids of the 2 partners, and the total is the number of books that team must try to win. Is that not right? This is a game that tests the boundary between mathematics and magic, if you ask me. A bid must be intuitive, like the itchiness of your upper lip before you sip strange whiskey. My mother did not drink, which is how I knew something was wrong with her, but she held a dry spot at the table when couples came to play. It's a scene from my history, but this probably should not be mentioned in our documentary about spades. Renege is akin to the word for the shame you feel watching someone else's humiliation. Slapping a card down must be as dramatic as hitting the face of a drum with your palm, not hitting the face of a drum with a drumstick. You say there may be the sort of outrage induced by liquor, trash talk, and poor strategy, but it will fade, the way a watermark left on a table by a cold glass fades. I suspect winning this sort of game makes you feel godly. I'm good and ready for whoever we're playing against tonight. I am trying to imagine our enemy. I know you are not my enemy. You say there are no enemies in spades. Spades is a game our enemies do not play. Thank you.